such a competitive market that as soon as a job's posted, everyone's going to be going for it, so it's really difficult.
Well, one, I think we've got a lot of immigrants coming taking the jobs, and there should be a cap on it now.
It's predominantly because of the euro crisis and things. The market is slow. Nobody is investing. No investment in technology.
Some other people try hard to get jobs, but the jobs are not there for them.
Britain was thriving then. Now it's just gone into a decline, hasn't it, work-wise,
The number of people has increased astronomically, but the number of jobs hasn't.
We're living in a society where opportunity for young people has been seized. Early on this year, the government has announced that there is over 1 million young people unemployed in the UK. With 1 in 5 young people unemployed and the ever-rising tuition fee, will our young people ever have any hope? We're in Birmingham City to find out.
It's really quite depressing having to go to the job centre every 2 weeks and say, well, I've been looking for work, but they're just, it's just really, it's a hard thing to do. And so it's such a competitive market that as soon as a job's posted, everyone's going to be going for it, so it's really difficult.
Predominantly because of the euro crisis and things. The market is slow. Nobody is investing. No investment in technology. No investment in consulting. So predominantly, I come from a consulting background. So that's the reason I think there's a shortage of work.
The kids do need to have more training instead of just picking their dole money up. I mean, I've got 3 sons, 1 works and 2 doesn't, and they're in their 30s, and I think the younger ones, they do help them a little bit, but once you get over, say, 24, 25, you're just sort of left on the scrap heap then. There's not a lot of things for them to do, training-wise. And then now they're on about making them work for no money, which nobody should have to work and not get paid for it.
Some other people try hard to get jobs, but the jobs are not there for them. Like, the whole system now is just like, everything is tied up now. Like, people are actually struggling so much now. That's why, like, they're pushing young kids to go get jobs, but they can't get it because even if they go interviews, they don't still get the opportunity to get the jobs. That's what I think it's just because of the recession or like the government new laws, policies, and all that stuff. Really, that's what I think. Really.
Some people feel that the job centre hasn't given enough support, and perhaps the government should have given more training and more opportunities for young people. We're going to hear from Prashan, Director of Media and Communication.
Birmingham has historically been an industry-driven city, a city where there are a lot of factories, a lot of manufacturing, and over the past 3-4 decades, what has happened, that manufacturing has gone down. But because the geographical location of Birmingham as a city, which is right in the middle of England, there are people from all over Britain coming down to live and work here, and B, there's a big immigrant population coming down in the city. So the number of people has increased astronomically, but the number of jobs hasn't. And recently there was a report where 60% of young people from West Midlands would like to leave West Midlands after they graduate, after they finish their vocational education. It's purely because of the fact that there aren't any jobs out here, many jobs out there. So as a city, we are increasing in numbers, but as jobs, they're not increasing in the same proportion.
You are using the right language.
Here's Andy, who is currently unemployed and out of education. Ever since he left college, he chooses to dismiss job seekers and even to sign on. However, he's hoping one day to start a business, but for now, there is nothing inspiring him. I'm going to visit Andy, who is currently staying at his girlfriend's house, based in Solihull. Hiya, how you doing? My name's Chantal. Okay. You're Andy? Yeah. All right then. So are you currently employed?
No, not at the moment.
And what are you doing at the moment?
Mostly just writing a business plan, looking for work, that sort of stuff.
So what kind of work are you looking for?
Mostly IT related. Not necessarily just that. I mean, I've had to expand my search criteria to fit anything now.
We offer a wide array of schemes over here, and one of the core schemes we offer over here is sort of a fellowship where a young person can join in 3 stages. The first one is if he's just a school dropout, hasn't finished his education in the basic level. And we get them into programs which are more about improving literacy and creative writing and self-confidence and personal development. Or if there's a young person coming through our doors for the final level, which is for graduates, is a young person who's done his graduation, has been looking for a job for a while, hasn't been able to get through. The young person can join our fellowship in the final level, where we will help them get work placement. We'll get them, linked in with a mentor from the industry, and we will also make sure that they develop a comprehensive portfolio or a media CV, so they can go out there and start applying for jobs.
So how has the job seekers helped you in any way? Do you think they're useful?
I would say they have no care what you do. As long as you go there and do what they give them a piece of paper to say you've been looking for work every day, that's all that matters to them. They don't care about anything other than that. Whether you find work or not is irrelevant. It's just so that they just need to be able to say that you're doing something. If they've put you on a scheme that won't lead to work in future, is irrelevant. They literally do not care.
I think job centre is a failed concept. It is a concept which was started as a political, tokenistic concept by the Labour government, and it has increasingly become into a place which is a vicious circle for most people. These days they've recently started this scheme called mandatory work scheme, where they're making young people work in Poundland and Morrison's and all these retail supermarkets for free, up to 30 hours a week. To teach them what, and what basically they're doing is they're creating a cheap labor force in this country, okay? And what I can say is that you can never teach anyone any kind of skill by force, okay? Especially if that person doesn't want to do that. Okay, so the whole concept of job center is to get a person on, make them sign a job seeker's contract, which effectively proves that, which effectively sets the tempo that job seeker will help, job center will help the job seeker find a job. Most of the time it doesn't happen. Okay, they come week after week to sign on, sign out, because the jobs at job center are very limited. The staff at job center are people who are recruitment agents with limited knowledge. Okay, especially if I'll give you example, if a university graduate with a BA honours in broadcast journalism signs up at job center, they will not have a clue about what to do with the person. Okay, they cannot give him guidance. So job center has become just another government department where there are a lot of jobs, but only for people who are career advisors sitting there telling people how to find jobs. So I don't think so. It's a failed concept, basically. Yeah, they should shut it down.